ഞങ്ങളുടെ ശബ്ദം
ഇനിയും ഉയർന്നിടും ഞങ്ങളുടെ ശബ്ദം
ഇനിയും ഉയർന്നിടും ഞങ്ങളുടെ ശബ്ദം
ഇനിയും ഉയർന്നിടും ഞങ്ങളുടെ ശബ്ദം
എന്താണെന്നറിയാമോ നിങ്ങളുടെ ജാതിക്ക് മണ്ണിൽ കാലുകുത്താനിടമില്ലെന്ന്.
Welcome to Kaumudy Global. It was undoubtedly a much discussed protest of this era, which was KR Narayanan Film Institute students and their 50 days around protest against the still existing casteism that allegedly happened at the institute at several occasions. The students continued with their studies, but not inside the classrooms, was at the protest platform, studying themselves through online sessions. It was then known as an art of protest. Students redirected their protest and began it as an initiative called this art of protest. It is in which they continued their strike while taking online and off-campus classes to restart their academic work. They received a ton of assistance from the film community, with several film stars emerging to help the youngsters continue their academic pursuits. And there are still debates on why and how did these protests started there at the institute. But yesterday's significant update, it was the fallout of the weeks-long students' agitation on Monday following a governmental intervention. Then what happened? A group of faculty members of the KR Narayanan National Institute of Visual Science and Arts has resigned following this move. So what really happened and is now happening in KR Narayanan Institute? Let us analyze. The students of KR Narayanan Film Institute started a strike against the director of the institute since last December, when complaints of caste discrimination were raised against him. Serious complaints have been raised against Director Shankar Mohan, including the one where he made Dalit workers to wash the toilets of his own house, and also students were admitted by subverting reservation. Adur Gopalakrishnan, the chairman, lashed out at such criticisms, defended it and protected the director. The allegations against Shankar Mohan, the director, are baseless. We have not changed the reservation norms. We had reduced the cut-off marks to 45 for SC/ST students, but there was none. The LBS did not give any clear direction on this, said Adur Gopalakrishnan. Also, Director Shankar termed the protest and allegations as a marketing tool. Under the banner of the Institute Students' Council, they had alleged that Mohan had undermined the reservation norms for admission in the current academic year and had shown discrimination towards the staff on the basis of caste. The institute allegedly refused to admit students who fell under the reservation category. They claimed that the director used a particular strategy to exclude backward communities from the institute. Additionally, he allegedly failed to ensure that Dalit students received government financial aid. A portion of the cleaning workers claimed there were casteist abuses from his family also, and were insultingly forced to work at his home. Following this, students at KR Narayanan Film Institute had been on a warpath since December 5, demanding the director's ouster. Subsequently, the Kottayam District Administration ordered closure of the institute till further orders. And then, the government had appointed a special committee to look into the allegations against Director Shankar Mohan. Soon after a government intervention, the protesters called off their agitation yesterday on Monday, following a discussion with Higher Education Minister R. Bindu, who agreed to the demands of the film students. The students ended the protest as the government promised to look into the 14 demands raised by them. The meeting between the minister and the representatives of the students took place on Monday, as the students were not ready to end the agitation even after Shankar Mohan quit as the director of the institute. The main demand of the students was that the director be expelled. He resigned, and the government has issued an order appointing a search committee to appoint a new director, said Higher Education Minister Bindu. But after the 50-day-long strike ended, there took place a mass resignation of staff and teachers at KR Narayanan Film Institute. 8 staffs, including Chandra Mohan, Dean of the Institute, has resigned. According to TV reports, those who resigned were close to Mohan and Adur Gopalakrishnan. Both of them had received harsh criticism from the protesting students. Adur was accused of protecting Mohan. After their discussion with the minister, students told media they would not cooperate with Chairman Adur Gopalakrishnan. The mass resignation of teachers and staff at KR Narayanan Film Institute after the month-long student strike is being discussed. More number of resignations within hours of settling has been reported. Namely, Dean Chandramohan, Fauzia Fatima, head of the Department of Cinematography, Vinod PS, head of the Department of Audiography, and Anil Kumar, the administrative officer. Other employees of the institute say that those close to the accused director Shankar Mohan have resigned. The complaint of the students that the teachers are not qualified cannot be accepted, and these are the reasons for the mass resignation. It is not clear if the resignations were part of a planned move or not. Meanwhile, the students' major demand of expelling and replacing the current director has been taken into consideration, and the reserved seats currently vacant in the institute will be filled immediately. Minister R. Bindu clarified that the government will decide the criteria for the said reservations. Anyhow, through the single protest at KR Narayanan Institute, things got clear that if students at an institute stand or protest against it, things could end up uncontrollable. And when it comes to casteism, racism, or such sensitive issues, it is obviously the society's duty to make sure that such efforts are stopped. As we know, educational institutions act as the best platform for children to learn good things without any bias, discrimination on any basis. Everyone will support such moves for sure. Let us wait for further updates on who all from the top positions will resign in the coming days and how will students of KR Narayanan Institute continue their path of truth. I am Shreya signing off. If you like the video, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. If you want to send us any news or feedback, please send it us on kaumudyglobal@gmail.com.